Hey everyone, this is Alan from BMW Durham, back again with another video, and we've got another new arrival. Today we're looking at the 2022 BMW M3 in Isle of Green Metallic. Alright, so this is the 2022 BMW M3 non-competition, which means this is rear-wheel drive and 6-speed manual transmission in Isle of Green Metallic. So this is the launch color of the G80 M3 when it first was unveiled. So I love seeing it in this color, especially because this color is actually really awesome. It's just that I don't think everybody is brave enough to rock this color, but it does look fantastic. All right, so this one is without the advanced driver assist. We don't have that radar puck at the bottom, which I think actually looks better. And this is just an M3, not an M3 competition, so we've got the correct badging there. Love the double kidney grille, and we've got BMW LED headlights here. Let me get those on for you so you can have a look. Those look fantastic. And down here, I just love the entire design of this front end. It's very aggressive. I know some of you online are still working with it, trying to get get to terms with the fact that this is the way it's going to look for a bit. We've got those nice little indents on the hood there, and we'll be excited to see when the M3 CS, M4 CSL comes out, how that's going to all pan out. I think the M4 CSL already has different taillights, which is pretty cool. Now we also have on here these 826M staggered wheels in black. So the fronts are 19s, the rears are 20s, and we have those blue M compound brakes with the beautiful M logo right on there. So that looks really awesome. Now we've got the air breather on the fender here with the M3 badge labeled on there quite prominently. We've got the BMW M wing mirrors, which looks fantastic, and we've got the beautiful carbon fiber roof. So take a look at that. I love how they've got some aggressive lines on there as well, and fits very nicely with the shark fin antenna. And we've got the trunk lid spoiler there as well. I love the green and black contrast on this vehicle. It looks really good, and just take a look at the way that the paint shines through all the different body lines on the car. It just looks really good. This car has a lot of presence if you haven't seen one in person yet. Alright, so let's take a walk to the back of the vehicle, and I just wanted to give you guys a chance to see that wide rear quarter with the 20-inch wheel at the rear. And at the back, just get those tail lights on for you. So we've got those nice L-shaped tails, M3 badging, BMW Rondell, and down here, look at that rear diffuser with the quad exhaust. That looks fantastic. And I just love how aggressively designed the rear end is here. Alright, so let me press the micro switch just under the BMW Rondell. We'll get the trunk to open there. Those are the carpeted floor mats. We've got a little storage area on the side here that has the tire inflator kit along with the wheel lock key and tow hook. Grocery bag hanger here, release levers to fold down the seats in a 60-40 split. And we've also got over here the front license plate bracket, emergency release to get out of the trunk that's glow in the dark. And there's also a 12-volt plug just up here as well. And I'm just going to press the button on the top here so we can have this close. But yeah, it looks really good. And if you've ever seen one of these on the road, it definitely catches everybody's attention. Alright, so if we enter from the rear, this one does have the Harman Kardon sound system, so that's great. And we've got the sport seats in here with black Vernasca leather, and we've got the M seat belts, which I love. And we only have the center pass-through in the back here because this is an M car. And yeah, I think if you're back here, you'll be very comfortable, despite the car going really fast, because this is a beast of a machine. We've got some vents on the back of the center console with rear climate controls, with rear heated seats for the two outer seating positions, and you have two USB Type-C charging ports there as well. Now with the passenger side open, we enter from this side. We've got the nice M3 door sill down here, and I've currently got the green ambient lighting going on to match the exterior, so that looks really good in here. We also have the aluminum Tetragon trim inside of here, and there's the beautiful 6-speed shifter. Whoops, camera's going a little bit crazy trying to look at it. So there's the 6-speed shifter, and you'll notice that because there is a 6-speed manual transmission shifter in the center here instead of an automatic transmission, the layout is a little bit different in the center here, but more or less it's the same. And if I press that, you'll see that there's a little storage compartment, a USB 12-volt plug, and your cup holders are just in there. And this one, because it has the sport seats, it also has the seats which are both heated and ventilated, which is awesome. Now if we approach from the driver's side, let me just open the door here. So we've got galvanic controls, meaning that these controls are all laid out in silver instead of black. We've got our memory buttons here for our seating position and side mirror position. The seats themselves have full power seat with lumbar support and side bolster support. The seats themselves look fantastic. They also have the illuminated M3 logos on the seats, which is fantastic as well. I love how that looks. And inside of the car, we have head-up display and BMW Live Cockpit Professional. So that all looks really good. So there's the Isle of Green metallic M3 showing up on the dash there. And as far as your heads-up display, I don't think really you can see anything right there. But we also have the M steering wheel with, of course, M1, M2 config here. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so let me just lift up the hood here so that we can see that beautiful 3-liter S58 twin turbo. This is a beast of a engine. So we have 476 horsepower, 406 foot-pounds of torque, because this is the manual transmission. But this is a beast, and we all know that BMW underrates their power, so we can expect that it's a little bit more than what they say it is, and that just means that the M3 competition with xDrive is even crazier than what we advertise as well. Okay, so I'm just sitting in the car. I've got my foot on the clutch, I've got my foot on the brake. Let me just start the car. So because it's an M car, it will require a 2,000 kilometer break-in service. So just to give you guys an idea, I want to show you how we have M1 config set up versus M2 config. Woo, that sounds good. All right, for our M1 config, we normally have this one on the softer settings. So for engine, we have that on sport. We don't want to go all the way to efficient. For gear shift assist, it is on in the M1 config. Now, I've never actually tried the rev matching on this this manual transmission before, but I'm sure it's good. For chassis, we have that on sport. For steering, we have that on comfort. For brake, comfort. Traction, fully on. And engine start, stop, off, sound control on. Now, if we go to the M2 config, this is usually our more Mr. Hyde setting versus Dr. Jekyll. So we have engine in Sport Plus, gear shift assistant off, chassis in Sport Plus, steering and brake in Sport, dynamic traction to, traction control to dynamic. And then we have engine start stop off and sound control on. So that's how I would probably want to set up my settings if this were my M car. But this is normally how it's done. All right, everyone, so there you have it. That was my quick tour of this brand new 2022 BMW M3 in olive green metallic. I love this car. I love the fact that it's manual. I love the fact that it's rear-wheel drive, and it still has 4 exhaust pipes on the back. So all of that make me really happy. If it makes you happy, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.